Well, many of you have been with me through the start of this project, building my Yellowstone coaches. I initially intended that I was going to build one coach. When I traded for these coaches initially, some 25 years ago, this body and this undercarriage came in together, and they were supposed to be a united pair. But when I dug them out to start this project, as you remember, they aren't. This undercarriage belongs to an 8-passenger coach, and this body is an 11-passenger. So I ended up doing 2 coaches. That's why I'm building an 8-passenger and 11-passenger side by side. So this 11-passenger body and this 8-passenger undercarriage is all original ironwork, and I'm putting all new wood into these. So this 11-passenger is all original iron, and you've watched me kind of straighten it out and put it back together. But I need to build new irons for this 8. And when I was straightening out the irons for the seats on that 11, I did start to make the irons for this 8. But I never completed that. I have the rockers assembled, and now I'd like to catch up these seat irons. I need to put these armrests that come in and fasten into the seat backs. Now the rear seat, I haven't got in yet. I have them installed on this 11-passenger because years ago I had done this double twist bend for the arms on this rear seat, and I had 2 pair, but only 1 pair was usable. I had bent another pair, but when I got to looking at it, you can see it has a split right in through this area here, and I didn't want to use it, and I can't bend one at a time. So I'm just going to bend another pair so that they'll be uniform, and that'll go on to that 8-passenger. So the plan for the day is to make the arms on this 8-passenger and get that caught up. And since I don't have a uniform pair of rear seat arms, I'm actually going to use the arms that are on the 11 and use those for a pattern to make my irons. They should be really close when I get the next pair bent. I may have to do a little fine tuning, but I'll have them really pretty close if I use the 11 for my pattern. And it is almost universal, whether you're working on stagecoaches or buggies or whatever, these side irons for seats are almost always 7/16 round rod. So I have the back irons made for the back rests, and I have the mounts for the seat frames, but I need to take 7/16 and make the armrests, and then they have to come up on kind of a double curve up and in, and then fasten to the edges of these seats. And I have the same for the driver's seat. I have the bases made, but I need the seat arms. And these irons here come up to where they're usually about flush with the outside plane of the seat arm itself. And this arm sets in here just almost flush. This rear seat has a little bit different angle in here, but you can see the same effect. Flush with the edge of the iron, close to the edge of the seat arm itself. So judging from the originals off of this 11, I need somewhere about 26 inches in length to start with. And I think the driver's seats are pretty similar, about 26. The rear seat irons come up a little higher to the main frame on that back curve panel. And we're closer to 29 to 30 in there. Well, that's kind of my process of making seat arms fit on these buggies or coaches. I think maybe this is the first paying job that little Kerrihard hammer has done since I rebuilt it. 2 more to go. Appreciate you coming along. Thanks for watching.